Virginia Code 32.1-126B. It requires every hospital in the state to be inspected not less often than every 2 years under state licensure. But public records CBS 6 obtained from the Virginia Department of Health showed those inspections have not happened in years, if at all, at local hospitals. We received the most recent state licensure inspections from VDH for 9 Central Virginia hospitals and found just 3 state licensure inspections. The Children's Tower at the Children's Hospital of Richmond at VCU had a state licensure inspection in April of 2023, Bon Secours St. Mary's Hospital in December of 2009, and Henrico Doctors Hospital in November of 2006. For the others, there was no record of the most recent state licensure inspection. We took our findings to the Chief Operating Officer for the Virginia Department of Health, Christopher Lindsay. The Office of Licensure and Certification is within the VDH, and it's their inspectors who are supposed to go out and perform the biennial state inspections.
Why are so many of these so behind?
During the COVID experience, all state surveys were put on hold, as well as were federal surveys. And so coming out of that, there was immediately a backlog of facilities that had not been surveyed in a timely basis.
That may be the case, but there is a state law requiring the Virginia Department of Health, their Office of Licensure, to go out and inspect these hospitals every 2 years, and it's simply not getting done. Have you heard that potentially this goes far back?
I can't speak to what happened more than 2 years ago when I was involved in this more directly. But what I can tell you again is that the Virginia Department of Health is in hospitals very regularly inspecting complaints and other survey types.
Inspectors look for a number of quality and safety measures during these state inspections. For example, they make sure hospitals do infection control in the nursery, establish a hospital-wide infection surveillance program, and have procedures to sterilize and dispose of waste and contaminated supplies.
Is this something that concerns you at all?
We're moving forward on the recruitment, the retention, and the process redesign, so it certainly is something that's important to us.
VDH says hospitals must be recertified or reaccredited periodically by VDH's OLC or a CMS-approved accrediting organization like the Joint Commission. The recertification or reaccreditation process consists of an on-site visit by a survey team to assess compliance with federal regulations.
I do want to add that 99% of Virginia hospitals have been appropriately surveyed by CMS, Centers for Medicaid and Medicare Services, designated bodies such as the Joint Commission or others.
VDH's Office of Licensure and Certification is currently budgeted for 10 hospital inspectors, and all of those positions are currently filled.
Would you consider asking the legislature for more money to have more inspectors to look at hospitals?
Budget requests go through the governor's office, and so I'd have to yield to them for that answer.
I mean, is that something that you think is needed?
As again, I said, I think more individuals in the field is probably a good thing, and we're having those internal discussions.
VDH told me it has been without an acute care director since September of 2022. Now, that is the person that oversees the hospital inspectors. The job is currently posted. In the job posting, VDH says this is a critical leadership role for an accomplished professional who is committed to safeguarding Virginians through regulatory excellence and the advancement of healthcare quality. To find this job posting, visit this story on our website, WTVR.com. In Richmond, I'm Melissa Hippolyte for CBS 6.